Hey there fight fans, you're listening to Boxing Life. This video is about 4 of what are in my opinion, the greatest performances from one of my favorite fighters of all time, the legendary Manny Pacquiao. Number 4, Pacquiao vs Ledwaba. Manny Pacquiao, despite being 6 years into his career, was still a complete unknown when he stepped into Enrique Sanchez's shoes, on just 2 weeks' notice to challenge IBF Super Bantamweight champion, Lelo Ledwaba. Before this showing on HBO, Pacquiao had only competed 3 times outside of his native Philippines in 34 career bouts, including a 1999 fight with Medgoan Singsurat in Thailand, that saw Manny fail to make weight and then get knocked out in the 3rd round. As a result, no one was expecting much, at least no one in the broadcast booth. But those tuned into the California scene knew, having seen Pacquiao dominate in the gym with the kind of speed and ferocity you don't witness every day.
Aggression as a boxer. You gotta fight. Yep, this far away from home, can't depend on your boxing skills all the time. You gotta fight. You wanna fight? The fight is yours, but it's not gonna develop like that.
You talk about getting old in a hurry. Ledwaba looks like an old 29 in there against 24-year-old Manny Pacquiao right now.
How you feel? You okay?
I didn't see the punch. It looked like a short left hand. We'll have to see in the replay.
I think it was a bunch of punches.
Pacquiao delivered the star turn they expected. HBO thought it had something special. It turns out they were right, it just wasn't Ledwaba. The highlights in his Dumb and Dumber style haircut may no longer be stylish, but the beating he put on Ledwaba has stood the test of time. For just $40,000 Pacquiao dropped the champion 3 times, a straight left hand sending him to the mat for good for a TKO victory in round 6.
6, 7, 8. How you feel? You gotta continue?
When have you ever seen a fighter say, I'm not okay?
There's a weariness and almost a resignation in the eyes of Ledwaba.
Yeah, and Joe Cortez has seen enough. That's a TKO victory for the very impressive Manny Pacquiao.
Number 3, Pacquiao vs Marco Antonio Barrera. It seems funny to think about now, when we've seen Pacquiao earn world championships in an astounding 8 weight classes, but in 2003 there were significant questions about whether he could step up to 126 pounds against Marco Antonio Barrera. Barrera, of course, wasn't just a bigger fighter, he was a legitimately great one, among the very best Mexican fighters in boxing history and the reigning Ring Magazine featherweight champion. You'd have never guessed that by watching the bout. Pacquiao battered him, moving with a speed Barrera simply couldn't match.
Perhaps the product of Pacquiao's long right jab. Hard left hand, straight on the button by Pacquiao, down goes Barrera. He's been knocked down 3 times in his career. Never this early in a fight.
There is that left.
By the 11th round, after Barrera had already been down twice in the fight, trainer Rudy Perez had seen enough. He courageously made the decision to step into the ring to protect his fighter from further punishment.
One of the most entertaining fighters in the world. One of the most complete fighters in the world.
One of the most. I wouldn't send him out into the 12th round, Manny. I don't care how proud he is. There's no way a great fighter should have to go through 3 more minutes of this.
No, because Pacquiao is not backing off. If you had a guy that was
He's getting hurt. Here comes Barrera's corner. Barrera's corner man is up on the apron. He's going to step into the ring. That's a good decision. Finally. They could have done that 2 rounds ago.
A great finish by Pacquiao. A valiant effort.
Number 2, Pacquiao vs De La Hoya. After losing a decision to Money, De La Hoya turned his attention to Manny. Pacquiao had to go up 2 weight classes from lightweight, where he was the champion. Once again the world wondered if Pacquiao could handle the bigger, stronger man. It didn't take long for him to dismiss all doubts, battering De La Hoya with fast, accurate left hands from the jump.
Much taller. Pacquiao so much faster. And now De La Hoya.
Confusing him at the moment.
But it was too much of everything. He just cannot figure out how to get into the fight, how to hold him off, how to get to him.
Oscar is maybe trying to lay a trap, but Manny is too smart and too fast for him.
This fight's going to probably end up being stopped.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya.
After the 8th round, Team Oscar had seen enough. He didn't go out to start the 9th, a Hall of Fame career ending that night on the stool. Number 1, Pacquiao vs. Miguel Cotto. His subsequent fight, with Puerto Rican slugger Miguel Cotto, showed Pacquiao could break the magical million buy mark. Another sign of his growing power. He commanded 65% of the purse, with just 35% going to Cotto. More than that, business aside, it was a transcendent performance in the ring. Pacquiao, once a 106-pound fighter, proved he belonged at 147 pounds. He knocked Cotto down twice early in the fight and dominated throughout.
Orthodox. And he can switch because he's a natural. Oh, nice movement from Cotto to avoid those shots. And out again. Combination puts him down. He's hurt this time, it seems.
After the 11th round, it appeared Cotto and his corner were considering stopping the fight. Instead, unlike De La Hoya, Cotto returned to the ring and referee Kenny Bayless was forced to jump in and wave the fight off in the 12th.
And there he goes to the ring, but Kenny Bayless was collecting the cards and didn't see the right. Lifts up from everything. Stinging combination. Kenny Bayless calls it a round knockout. Self to even another level, and it's just great for the game, I think.
Well, there you have it, 4 of the greatest performances from Manny Pacquiao. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you're new around here, and until next time, you've been listening to Boxing Life.